The Alpha Sessions.
All right, everybody, welcome to Alpha Sessions. I'm your host, Gigi Harland, and today here I am with the fabulous Satre, all the way from Sweden.
All the way, straight from
Not literally
Stockholm,
today,
Sweden.
but
No,
straight
originally,
from Stockholm, Sweden. How are you doing?
Good, very good. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much for coming in, having a chat to us.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to hear what you're going to play for us. How did you find your way into kind of songwriting and making music?
I'm not sure. It was such an early start for me. I think I started when I was around 6, 7. I think I was just very much encouraged by teachers, really. In Sweden, at least when I was growing up, students are very much encouraged to pursue creative endeavors.
Amazing.
Not so much anymore because of the new government, but before, when I was young, it was very much encouraged, and that helped a lot. Just getting that like tiny spark from a teacher. I think I just tried it out in music class. I come from a very music-loving family, so it was always there. But yeah, that's how I kind of started.
Yeah, I think sometimes teachers don't realise like the effect that they have on you, and that can be in a positive and a negative way. I think,
very much
like
so.
The influence that you have is like so important as a teacher on like a really young, impressionable mind. But that's so.
Absolutely.
I think they have. Is there a school in Sweden where it's like a music school and you can go straight from when you're 16, or I guess it's not like uni here, but there's a few of them. There's one like really prestigious one, but
yes.
And I mean, it's no secret you have like some of the best pop writers in the whole world.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How did you find your way to London? What brought you to London?
I think most people in Sweden kind of romanticize London, England in general. Swedish people are very, they romanticize the culture, especially the music scene, the pub scene.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Interesting.
So it was just always a dream to kind of go here and try to pursue a music career. It's very much easier to get gigs here and perform live than what it is in Stockholm.
Oh, really? More of a community here, you feel?
I mean, maybe not more of a community, but more opportunities. I feel like I feel in London everything's available to you, but nothing is brought to you. You know, everything is here, but it's a hell of a jungle to get through to get where you want. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you find the transition between like coming from Sweden and coming to London? Like, is there any main differences in the scenes or the way people kind of carry themselves? I'm always intrigued by this.
Yeah. It was very difficult moving to London from Stockholm. It's a very big difference. Not necessarily music scene wise. I think it's quite similar, other than that there's more opportunity here. But just the quality and the way of life are very different. So I struggled quite a lot for like the first year or so.
Yeah.
And very much thought of like giving up and moving back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us have that thought on like a daily.
Yeah, very much so, right?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Whose idea was this? Okay, I guess I better carry on then.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that completely. Do you co-write with anyone, or do you write everything solo?
I do co-write a little bit. With my solo stuff, I tend to want to keep it to my own writing, just so I don't I find it very difficult to sort of discuss and compromise with my own music, because the whole idea of it is to have it as much from my own brain until the output, you know. But then I'm always open to ideas. It just has to be people where I'm very comfortable to say like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not a good idea. But I co-write a lot with a producer I work with a lot, Atticus Blue. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And a bit, I've written a song, my most popular song is called Cleanse. I've written that with my friend from Scotland called Andrew Duncan. Shout out to him as well. And we're actually releasing a song together, a duet, later this year. So that's very exciting.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I sometimes find like it's such a learning curve, even if you are with people who you're comfortable to say no, or I don't like the sound of that, can we try it this way? I think if your personality is naturally you're a bit of a people pleaser. Not to say that you are, but
I am. Like, I am very much.
I like
to
say I'm a reformed people pleaser. I'm in recovery.
Same, me too. Yeah.
But like, I think sometimes even with people you're comfortable with, it can be still hard to just trust. I think your own impulses about things and your own intuition that maybe someone else doesn't know better than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that something that you had to work at quite a bit then, or has that sort of come naturally to you? Or
no, very much so. I think a lot of these like mind patterns that I've had, consciously or subconsciously, came up to light for me like in the last 4 years or so. Basically when I started busking. Like I don't think I realized how much of a people pleaser I was until I started doing that and recording and writing more.
Yeah, wow, yeah. If there's anything that's going to really tap into any of your kind of social insecurities, it's going to be busking.
It's going to be busking, very much so. Yeah. I was so afraid of conflict before I started doing that, like terrified. Like I'm such a people pleaser that I'm always, doing whatever I can to make the situation good for the other person. Yeah, exactly.
Hardcore conflict avoidance.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get to your busking because I've seen some really fabulous videos on your Instagram of your busking, and I'm really annoyed I haven't seen it in person yet. But how did you? Because in busking, like nobody has to stop and listen to you. You have to, I think it makes you quite rough and ready in ways. Like you have to think on your feet. You have to be quite sort of, just ready for anything. Do you enjoy that aspect of performance?
Yes. I do like spontaneity.
Yeah. Spontaneity. Yeah, you got
Spontaneity.
it. Yeah.
I really like it. I like to have as much of a planned show as I can when I'm busking, because I have usually when I busk I have a pretty much set show and play the same songs, which can be a bit of a drag sometimes, but then it's good because then it gives you more room to handle the situations that you're not prepared for, really. Like I love bouncing on and off with hecklers and stuff, and
you love that? Really?
It usually I'm a lot funnier when I can like bounce on what someone else is saying. Really.
And also you have the mic and they don't, which gives you
exactly
have you got like a heckling story? Like have you got like a favorite heckling story that's happened to you?
Oh my god, there's so many. I remember one time a guy threw like a full long can of beer at me. It didn't hit me, but he threw it right towards my face and I kind of dodged it, and then I picked it up and I was like, this is my least favorite brand of beer. Like, could you not at least throw something like a good quality beer at me or something?
Yeah, make it a nice craft lager at least.
Exactly. But then there's a lot. I kind of have this open section in my show where I ask if there's anyone in Sweden, from Sweden, in the crowd. And if someone says yes, then I ask them to say something in Swedish, and they something, nice and polite. And I'll, imply that it was either something, something in a different vein, right? I'm like, say something in Swedish. And they're like, hello, how are you? And I'm like, oh, wow. In front of all these people, kind of like that, yeah.
Nice. So as much as we've touched on the people-pleasing qualities, there's obviously a side of you that comes out when you're performing that's just kind of like, I got this.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm the most sassy and cocky when I'm performing, yeah.
Is that like, are you conscious of that before you go on stage? Like, is that something, because I've heard people talk about, they kind of get into a zone before they go on stage, and there's like almost this alter ego that comes on. They're like, okay, I got this from here, and then when you come off you go back to kind of being your normal self, or do you still feel very kind of connected to who you are normally, but the sass is just amplified?
Exactly. I think because it's more accepted, right? Like especially with the I have a very irony based sense of humor. Great. And that doesn't always go across well with everyone, and I'm again like recovering people pleaser, but I'm still trying to like feel, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But then when I'm performing, if you're uncomfortable, especially busking, you can just leave.
You can move on. Yeah.
Exactly. But wait, what was the question again?
I was wondering whether that was like you have to get in that zone and you feel like a different person when you go on stage, or whether you're still kind of like as you are, but there's just, exactly as you were saying, you feel that the space gives you permission
yes, exactly.
to be that way, because this is like my area and I'm taking up the space, and if you don't like it, you can move along.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's a very good question. I don't have a ritual like that of sorts. I'm trying to have it more, especially nowadays when I'm busking. I do it more for like recording, like for YouTube, rather than to earn money. So in that sense, it is kind of good to know that you're in the zone as soon as you start recording, right? Because if I'm busking normally without, people are always recording but not professionally, then you kind of have a little bit of a starting point where you can get in the zone. But I think I used to do it so much that I just like automatically went into it. I also, when I did busking more, I think I was a bit sassier in general then. Now I haven't done it as much this last year or so, but
yeah. Well, it sounds like the streets of London have only served to juice that up even more. So that's good. But on behalf of all the decent people of London, I just want to say I'm really sorry for whoever threw that can at you. Don't do that, people.
It's fine. No, don't.
That's bad behaviour. Enjoy the music or move along.
Yeah.
The first song you're going to play for us is called Homebound.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to tell us about this song before we get into it?
It's a very good song.
Let it be known.
Yeah, exactly. It's a song that I released, I think, a year and a half ago. And it means a lot to me. It's about the concept of the song is that the concept of home is a feeling rather than a specific location. Because I go a lot back and forth. Every month I'm in Sweden 2 weeks and then in London 2 weeks. So I go back and forth a lot. And in that sense, you can kind of lose your sense of perspective what home is for you, right? Because most people have like a physical place that they call home. But for me, it's more of a feeling and people, really. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is Homebound by Satre.
Let's go. I was raised on the south side of all things made of gold, but that's not what defines me, nor is it what I call home. It's a feeling in my chest that says you're with me no matter where, that I'll always find comfort wherever I lay my head. I could cross an ocean, still be at your door. I could climb a mountain, still feel you for sure. And I could take a train to somewhere station is yet to be found, but for you, I'm home now. Not sure how long the road is, not sure what lies ahead. Whenever I'm in doubt, I hear just what you said, that you're with me when I'm lonely, you are with me when I'm in blue, to remind me that it's worth to fight for something true. I could cross an ocean, still be at your door. I could climb a mountain, still feel you for sure. I could take a train to somewhere unknown. My station is yet to be found, but for you, I'm home. Bound to all of the days, bound to all of your grace. for being you. I could cross an ocean, still be at your door. I could climb a mountain, still feel you for sure. And I could take a train to somewhere unknown. My station is yet to be found, but for you, I'm homebound. Thank you.
The Alpha Sessions.
All right, that was Homebound by the amazing Satre. I love that tune. Beautiful song.
Thank you.
As someone who moved around a lot when they were a kid, my family moved around like every 3 years. Not to like a different country, but just different areas of the UK. So I'm used to always being the new kid and like picking up my bags and things. And I felt like it's such a beautiful sentiment because you sound like you could be singing to a person, but it also, I really picked up the threads of it being like, it's the things that you learn from maybe like people that you grew up with, like your loved ones. It's those things that help give you roots so that wherever you go, you always feel like there's something to ground you.
Exactly.
Do you still carry a lot of that from your friends in Sweden?
Yeah, absolutely. I think my, especially my siblings, I have quite a lot of them, 6 brothers.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, they are kind of like what I wrote a song about initially. And they are my best friends. So they always kind of, give me a feeling of roots, sort of. Yeah.
Do you show them your music before you release it?
Yeah, always. They're my biggest fan.
Yeah. Do you ask your family for like to critique it, or do you get like opinions?
I do, but they always just say that they really like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell when someone likes a song, and then when they like a song.
Yeah.
But I could pick up if they're lying to me, and they haven't done it yet.
Good. Not had the like spidey senses tingling yet.
No.
Is there anywhere that we can catch you busking live in the near future? Do you kind of go out every week? Like how do you even set that up? Like how do you start busking?
That's a very good question.
We might have some listeners that are interested.
In London, I started at Tate Modern, outside there, by the canal, the Thames.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. And there you don't need a license.
I thought you had to have a license everywhere. Do you not?
Not there. Oh my God. Sorry, Tate buskers. They're going to hate me for this. But no, you don't need a license there. You can just rock up. There's always usually in a lot of the spots in central London, there's going to be a queue.
Yeah.
There aren't that many spots left, unfortunately. That's a whole thing. If you want to check that out, you can go to my socials and kind of see more of the story. We had a pitch in Leicester Square closed last year due to a certain radio station suing Westminster Council because they didn't like us. And we had to close that pitch down, unfortunately. So
now there's more all of that competition for that spot, I guess, has gone on to other areas.
So many buskers lost their jobs because of that. And the kind of whole sense of community.
Yeah. Do you do busking full time?
No, not anymore. Kind of because of that. Now I mostly do sort of function, pub and club gigs.
Yeah.
Which is very fun, and it's very nice since I'm traveling back and forth a lot. Busking, no matter how good you are, can be quite unreliable money-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard they had Nile Rodgers. I think it was Nile Rodgers who busked on the South Bank.
Okay.
And guess how much he made? In a whole day. Nile Rodgers. He dressed up like incognito.
Oh, wow.
And he busked. How much do you think he made?
I don't want to piss him off if he's watching this, but £60 maybe?
Fiver.
Wow.
£5.
Wow.
Yeah, the actual Nile Rodgers.
That's actually crazy, yeah.
Insane. So if anyone's struggling on those busking pitches, don't get down on yourself.
No.
It's hard out here for us all.
Especially for Nile Rodgers.
Is there much of a busking scene in Sweden?
No. Not at all, really. There is this guy who's gone really viral. He plays music, like sings and plays guitar, like on the tubes.
Okay.
On the trams and stuff, which is very cool. But there's no busking scene like that, really. There's no permit like that. You are allowed to busk without an amplifier.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking of doing this summer, getting like a 12-string guitar so you're extra loud.
Yeah, good. That's a good plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Genius.
But no, unfortunately, for most people in Sweden, it's like a synonym to being a beggar, really.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like there probably used to be a bit of a stigma like that in the UK as well, but I think because there's people who have made their names like through busking now, it's a bit more of an accepted thing. And I guess through having like licensed pitches around the capital, it kind of gives it a bit more legitimacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Than it just being like, you know,
Absolutely.
something that you would do if you couldn't do anything else or whatever. Yeah, for sure.
The winter can get to your soul. Something I've carried from the day I was born. My hopes and dreams too big for this town, it seemed. I had to leave you, but in all my wishes, ooh, I always looked over my shoulder. Ooh, I always thought I'd find my way back. Lately I felt numb, trying to be someone. Wave my white flag high, call it one last time. Think I've lost my way, forgot how to play. It's my last mistake, it's my last mistake. Some plastic flowers and a fake melody, I let them blind me, how could I be so naive? Just checked the mirror, I didn't recognize the view. I need to retrace this, I need a revival. Ooh, I always looked over my shoulder. Ooh, I always thought I'd find my way back. Lately I felt numb, trying to be someone. Wave my white flag high, call it one last time. Think I've lost my way, forgot how to play. It's my last mistake, it's my last mistake. Oh, 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 oh. Lately I felt numb, trying to be someone. Wave my white flag high, call it one last time. Think I've lost my way, forgot how to play. It's my last mistake, it's my last mistake. Oh, 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 oh.
The Alpha Sessions.
Beautiful tune. That
Thank
was
you.
White Flag by Satre.
Thank you very much.
What was the inspiration behind that song? Like, where did that come from? Because it sounds like it's quite there was an experience which was a bit of a catalyst to that.
Absolutely. I think me and my producer Atticus Blue started writing this song, and it was, for some reason, we choose to make a song like it was completely different, the theme of it. We decided to do a song that was very pessimistic, because all of my songs are very very hopeful. For some reason we just thought it would be fun to do a very pessimistic pop song, but then we didn't really like it, but there was something to it, and then we just kept that for a year, and I was just noodling around on my guitar and found a melody from that song which I kind of glued together with a different melody. And the theme of the lyrics is kind of like self-reinvention. having an epiphany that you're kind of losing your authentic self, and then starting to work your way towards that, to get back to your authentic self.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of like it's reinvention, but instead, because a lot of people would hear the word reinvention and think it's you're going forward and becoming something different than you've been before, but actually it's more like the path back to becoming who you always were.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a stripping away of anything that wasn't true necessarily to begin with.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love hearing where all the beginnings of songs like that come from.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I really like to hear stories like that as well.
So working with Atticus, how does it work? Do you kind of do you come up with the skeleton of the song and then take it to him and then you rewrite bits and he produces it, or how does that process work for you guys?
No, exactly like that. I think I don't want to put out a song that I can't perform myself with just a guitar. That's kind of, there's that whole thing, like the campfire test, that if a song is good with just a guitar and vocals, then it's an actual good song. But it's also because I just perform so much by myself that I want to be, represent the songs well when I'm alone. But most of the time I just write a bunch of songs, I play them all to Atticus, and then he goes, this song and this song is good, let's do those.
So he helps you make the decision.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's sometimes really nice to have someone that's a bit of a sounding board with that, because I think, as you were saying, when you work a lot on your own, it can be like, well, the wall can't tell me if this is good anymore. And it's nice to have someone who is going to be close to the song, but is not as close to it as you might be, because they might be able to hear things that you might not necessarily hear.
Because you lose so much perspective when you're writing a song,
Yeah. It's very easy to go into the whirlwind of like your own thoughts, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. No, so that's kind of like the song that I played before this one, Homebound. I was going to, like, I was very much ready to like throw away that song because I didn't like it, and then I played it to him and he was like, what are you talking about? We need to record that one. So it's nice to get someone else's perspective in that way sometimes. And then he's an amazing producer. I'm not a very good producer, so I have very weird sort of descriptions to, like, I have a clear vision in my head how I want stuff to sound, and then I go like, this needs to sound more bubbly. And then he knows what to do to make it sound more bubbly. Yeah.
Do you find that the because I sometimes find when I've worked with a producer before, I have different, like, the language between what you mean and what they understand. Like, I would drive producers mad because I'd be like, I want this guitar to sound more orange.
Yes.
And they'd turn around and be like, what?
Exactly.
What do you mean? Whereas now I think the more you work with someone, you kind of start to build the language. And now what I know is what I meant is I want more chorus on it.
Yeah.
So
fair.
It sounds more glowy. Like, how did you guys navigate that?
I think we worked together for quite a long time. And to be honest, he's just he's a good listener, and he just, like, he's just very good at that, like hearing people out and kind of understanding what they mean.
What's the best way that a producer can get the best out of you personally? Like, what do they kind of need to do?
Have a lot of patience, because I want to re-record stuff very much, a lot. And then I think the most important thing is that kind of language barrier, because if a producer understands me, then it'll be good. Yeah.
Well, you're going to play us a song called Flower, I believe.
Flowerhead. Yeah.
What is the story behind this song? I'm intrigued. These kind of nature-based song titles are always my favorite.
Yeah, really mine too, actually. What is the story behind this song? Again, I was just noodling around on my guitar. It is very much like a nice thing to just play around with this chord and picking pattern on this song. But the concept of the song is that it's quite similar to White Flag, but it's more specific to kind of find back to creating and being playful like you were when you were a child. I mean, when I was a child. So the name Flowerhead is kind of like a metaphor for that childish, creative playfulness.
Okay, so it's almost like you're talking to like an entity.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I got from it. It's
amazing.
like lyrically, it's really beautiful because the lyrics themselves are beautiful. The way that you describe all the nature, but there's certain parts of it that are quite like ambiguous.
Yeah.
And I like when things translate. Like, despite that.
Yeah, that's very cool, yeah.
Is that a way that you like to write? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. I do, I love to write very, like, go heavy on the metaphors and stuff. But I do want some specific stuff in there as well. So it's kind of like, it only really has to make sense for me, I feel like. So that's kind of the whole point with this song, to sort of, because it's very easy, especially nowadays, being a musician. As you know, it's very easy to lose your sense of perspective and kind of like why you're doing it as well, It's unfortunately quite rare where I'm playing music now when it's just for the sake of having fun. And it used to be more about doing that,
I'm going to ask why. Why is that?
I don't know, a lot of just the responsibilities of becoming an adult, like you can, I wish that things were just like, when I was a kid, like in that sense, to just, if it's just fun, that's the biggest meaning of it. But reality is reality, and I feel like this song is kind of my way of reminding myself to have that mindset as much as I can.
Flowerhead, come back to me. Think I saw you from a one-way street. When I was younger, we'd be up all night. Now I'm lucky if I ever see your side. Help me bloom and help me grow. Help me see the colors in the way that I did before. Help me find a path forevermore. Flowerhead, I need you now. More than ever, think I've lost my mind. I try to place me where you can be found. I keep doing so for all of my time. Help me bloom and help me grow. Help me see the colors in the way that I did before. Help me find a path forevermore.
Thank you.
The Alpha Sessions.
All right, that was Flowerhead by Satre.
Woo.
Such a beautiful sentiment in that song.
Thank you.
Do you play a lot of your own songs out live when you busk, or?
Yeah, I try to always play. I mean, I'm a recovering people pleaser, so I play
a lot of what they want.
a lot of popular songs. I always finish my shows that aren't sort of my own shows in that sense. I mean, the busking shows are my own shows, but I always finish with Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Classic.
But I always play at least one of my own songs every time I perform, no matter the context,
Whatever you do, you're doing something right, because all I can say, if you haven't seen Satre's Instagram, I encourage you to go have a look, because I think sometimes, especially living in London, it can feel really... I don't know, like people are very insular. Not all the time, but sometimes it just feels like, everybody is so, I guess, focused on their own lives and surviving
Absolutely.
and getting by. To see people come together the way that they do when they're watching you busk. And even when it's songs that aren't Dancing Queen. Like you have videos that are people singing your like unreleased song lyrics back to you. And it just, I don't know, it really... it's really heartwarming to see, especially as someone that's lived in London for quite a long time. And it can be easy to forget sometimes that people do just want to connect and like come together.
Yeah, I think they want to do it more than they realize themselves.
Yeah, totally, completely. And I think it's almost one of those situations where people are realizing that we have way more in common than we think as well.
Everybody wants to dance and sing and be happy.
Yeah. I mean, if you get the chance, go and either go and see you busking or go on your Insta. Where can people catch you if they want to see you? Where do you pitch?
It's I'm performing almost every day pretty much. But if you go to Satre Music on Instagram or any other social media, then they can find me and the dates and stuff there, or just write to me, ask where I'm performing.
Yeah, and do you ever busk with any other artists, or is it always on your own?
Mostly on my own, like 95%. The other day, the day before yesterday, I did busking, and then I did 2 songs with Atticus, my producer. 1 song with him and his partner, who is also an artist called Laver.
Yeah, that's her name. I knew. I was like, I know her, but I was spacing on her name. Yeah, that's it.
She's amazing. We all live together in a house, actually.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very musical house.
Yeah,
your neighbours are so lucky.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we did a song together, and then I did another song with another artist called Chanely, which is also a busker. It'll all be out on YouTube, so go have a look.
Go have a look at your socials.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to leave our listeners with before we close out?
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. And thanks from the people of London for bringing your gorgeous music
to so nice.
Our streets
Thank
and
you.
all our commutes and things. We'll try not to throw beer at you.
Yes, please. You can hand me a beer if you want to.
Hand me a nice craft lager and he'll be happy.
Exactly.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
The Alpha Sessions.